What is going on, you guys? So before we get to how we make the bands for the guns and the breakdown for my guns, we're gonna go ahead and announce the hog hunt giveaway. I know I'm gonna butcher these names, so please stand with me, guys. The first place winner was Blood Ops. His YouTube name will be right here. He won first, and then second runner up, if he wasn't able to make it, was Chuckster McChuckinson. I'll just put that one up there. I have no idea how to say that one. I've already reached out to both of them. Unfortunately, due to the time restraint with this property, Blood Ops was not able to come down, so I'm gonna mail him a shirt. And then the second place runner-up, Chuckster, is actually gonna come out this Sunday with us and do the hog hunt with us. All right, on to how to make bands. What is going on, Scallywag family? So we're back for another video. I've been getting a lot of comments about what kind of spear gun I use, and if I can do a breakdown of my setup and stuff like that. So I thought, what better video than actually a maintenance video we're gonna do. So we're gonna make some new bands, put some new mono on. We're gonna go ahead and put a new GoPro mount on my gun. Let's get going. So if you look at this is a Koah 48-inch gun. It has an enclosed track, which is amazing. 3 bands. If you look at some of these bands, it's got some heavy cracking. All the bands, and then a few of them actually have a few slits in them, cuts as well. So it's just gonna be a matter of time before one of these bands fail. And the last thing I want to do is have one of these fail underwater. Same thing with my shot cord, heavy, you know, wear and tear. We've put them through the ringer. Same thing with my mono. If you look, it's heavily. Look at the crimp. It's, you know, it's corroded real bad. There's fish guts all over it. There's tons of tears and frays along it. It's actually so old. It's kind of holding its memory now, which is not normally good. But it's about 12 foot of 300-pound mono we're gonna change as well. And my GoPro mount turned sideways on me, so we're gonna go ahead and put a new GoPro mount on there as well. And then we'll probably go ahead and sharpen up my tip as well. It's looking a little dull, and try to get some more of this fish guts out of here. This gun, I've had this gun for about 3 years. This is the first time I've ever had to replace the bands, any kind of maintenance like this. As long as you take care of your gun and your bands, man, they'll last you forever. I normally, again, this is just my opinion and what I do. I normally put some Armor All on my bands when I'm done. So after I get done cleaning my gun after a trip out, I usually put some Armor All on my bands. It helps preserve your bands as well. The mono, it's just from wear and tear, from shooting fish and them going into the wrecks or whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and put some more 300-pound mono on. But I'm gonna actually change up the colors on this. So a lot of the Koah guns, everyone has the same colors. You know, the orange wishbones with the black bands. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go to blue. So I ended up buying some blue mono and some blue bands. So we're gonna go ahead and make homemade bands. I got a new shot cord as well. So first thing, we're gonna take all the bands off the gun. All you have to do is pull it through. And usually, like bands like this, I'll keep on the boat just in case somebody breaks a band, or I break a band, lose a band, cut a band, just to have, and just in case of emergency. Take the bands off, take this off. There we go. That's off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the GoPro mount off as well. And then I'm gonna figure out how to maybe put some goof off on there and get a nice clean surface to get this GoPro mount off. Let me go get a screw. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some wax on the gun, and then we'll start changing the bands. Alright guys, so I use New Finish. Just want to take some of this. I do this like, I try to do it once every few months. Again, this is just my way of doing things. It's not the right way. It's just my way. So put some dabs all over. I feel like it helps when the gun gets put on the ground or anything like that. It helps, just one more coating that the scratch or that barge has to go through to damage my gun. Again, this is just my way of doing things. I've had this Koah gun for about 3 years, and I've definitely put it through the ringer, and it's held up great. I have zero complaints with this gun. That's why I bought another one, because it's best of the best in my mind for what I need. Alright, wax is good. Let's go ahead and put the shaft back in and start the mono. Alright, so we're going to cut this old mono off. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, man. It is just heavy wear and tear on this mono, and it's held up great. I've never had a fish break it, even pulling through the barge and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and put the new mono on. Alright guys, so you're going to put, these are called double barrel crimps, and basically put it in. We're going to tighten it down. So that's right where I want it. I don't want it touching the other fin, but I still want it to be able to move on here. So we'll go just a little more so it can still flow, but not touching our other fin. Let's go ahead and crimp it. There we go. It's obviously not going to go anywhere. Good. So we're actually going to do what's called a double wrap on this. So we're going to take it. It's going to go through the crease right here. It's going to go back to our tie down right there, and then like that, and then it would go right to the shock cord. So I'm going to cut it right here, which is more than enough, and then we'll adjust it to the shock cord accordingly. Boom. Brand new shock cord. Doing this you want it to be a little snug. You don't want nothing crazy, but you want a little tension, because the last thing you want is the line to fall off. So I think that's good. So we're gonna make sure we have a nice good starting point. So make sure you have a nice sharp knife. Nice clean surface. All right. So I'm gonna keep everything the same. So I just cut one of my old bands in half, and we're gonna keep everything the same. Not gonna change anything. So just like that. Boom. And these are 23.5 inches for just the band. Is start right there, put it on top, and we're gonna do 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd turn, you go right through the hole. And we're gonna try to measure this before we tighten it up. Because again, I'm looking for how Koah makes them. There's my 4 fingers. Perfect, so we're gonna start tightening it down. Just like that. So cut it, burn the end. The lubrication I'm going to use to put in it is this silicone lubrication. So what we're going to do is just kind of spray a little in our hand, put it on the band, try to get it in the band a little bit. I'm going to put it on the knot. And then put your knot like that. And then we're gonna put it in the hole. So again, take some silicone, put it on the rubber. We're gonna put some on the knot as well. A little on the tool. Get it in there properly. So it's in. Just like that. So you can obviously see where the knot is. So we're gonna put our tie right about here. Same side thing over here. You can see our knots right here. So we're probably gonna push this one in a little deeper. But we're still looking at the 4 fingers. So we're good. Alright, so we have about 1.5 feet of thinner Dyneema. I've tied a knot on both ends, so we have the ability to put tools in there and pull it real tight. So I don't have a vice grip, so we're gonna make do without it. So I'm just gonna attach it to the can there, and what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna go over the top. We're gonna come out the right, back over the top. Okay, this part's gonna be a little hard to show. Okay, so you're gonna kind of hold that knot, come back through. Okay, see I'm creating a hole, and you put it through that hole. So as you tighten it down, you're gonna get an X, basically. Make sure you have it on this side of your knot. It's gonna look something like that. Alright, so to take it off the can, we'll use a wishbone tool and a screwdriver. And now we're just gonna tighten it down. And make sure you don't want to over tighten this at all. And it should look like that. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the process over here. So we're gonna trim up these ends. Take our lighter. Just be careful of the bands. You don't want to mess the bands up at all. Alright guys, I still gotta finish up one more band, but this looks amazing. I love the blue on it. The blue mono looks amazing too. The whole gun just pops. Now, I can't wait to get the gun in the water and shoot some fish. So guys, like always, like, subscribe, share our videos. Thank you for helping us grow as fast as we have been. And I'll see you guys Sunday with a subscriber hog hunting.